This research project came about precisely because when I saw the Abu Ghraib torture photographs that were disseminated across the media in the mid-2000s, I was struck by the fact that a lot of commentators said this is unique, it's the product of a few bad apples, it's never happened before. Because I knew my history, I realised that there were actually a lot of these practices that have been perpetrated against African American prisoners, in particular in domestic US prisons. So I wanted to investigate the relationship between the export of these torture practices from the US to places like Guantanamo and Abu Ghraib. What was driving the conclusion of this work, of this research project, was a desire to expose the lies told by the government, told by authorities like the Justice Department in the US, and often the collusion of the media that hid and covered up what had happened to these torture victims. I wanted to do justice to the victims who died at the hands of the torturers, and also do justice to the survivors and the families of these torture practices. The other dimension that drove this project was to look at the way in which law was perverted by the Bush government in order to enable or legitimate torture practices. So they drew on the Justice Department, specifically the Office of Legal Counsel, to draft what were called the torture memos that purportedly legitimated torture and in fact violated the US anti-torture statute. So on the one hand, they used law to break the law, but to make torture legitimate, in inverted commas.